Today I wanted to do a sit down type of video talking to you about why I bought my Camaro. I feel like one of the biggest, most obvious reasons as to why I got my Camaro was because it's been my dream car since I was little. I feel like my dad in general is just one of like the most amazing, smartest people I've ever known in my life. He's always just been a big role model and inspiration for me. So like, oh, my dad likes cars, like I like cars, and that kind of just grew in me as well. So a Camaro has just always been a dream car for me ever since I feel like I was like 8 or something. When I saw one, I was like, that's such a cool car. Oh my god, it's so cool. And then it never went away. So like, for example, with like Corvettes and Mustangs and stuff, like they're cool, like they're really cool, they sound cool, they look cool, but it's never really stuck in me the way like a Camaro has. So long story just to say that it has always just been my dream car since I was little. Another reason is because it looks cool, it sounds cool, like it's just a cool car in general. I feel like what I like about it is it has like a deep throaty type of sound, so it just feels and sounds meaner, if that makes sense. And I should have mentioned this before, but I have a Camaro Lt1 and it has a V8 engine, so it is very loud. So speaking on the car itself, another reason why I opted for a Camaro was because it's more on like the affordable side on getting like a pony car, muscle car. I feel like depending on like the model you get and the packages and stuff will depend like on the price, but like I feel like the car that I wanted with the engine and for it to be like a sports car, it's not cheap, but it's more on the affordable side compared to like other sports cars. So this is a very controversial opinion as to why I like the Camaro, but a lot of people don't like Camaros because the inside is so plain Jane. Like there's not a lot of tech, there's not a lot of these different things, but for some reason I feel like it really takes away the distraction of having like all these techs and infotainment. Like it has an infotainment system, but I feel like distracts from like the actual experience of driving a muscle car, if that makes sense. I love the fact that the Camaro is so simple inside. And speaking of the inside of a Camaro, another reason why I got it is because it feels very safe. And people don't like the fact that it feels enclosed and you can't really see out of it, which you get adjusted to it, like you get used to it. But I love that feeling because I feel safe and protected in the car. Like for example, I used to drive the Mazda and it was such a good car, but comparing the Mazda to the Camaro, I feel so much more protected in the Camaro because I feel like no one can really see in. Like my tintles, the windows are tinted, so it adds like kind of like that extra layer of protection, but besides that, like it feels enclosed, which personally I love. And like my mom, for example, she's like low-key claustrophobic, so she's like, oh my god, se sientan like encerrado aquí, like it feels super closed in. I love it and I feel so safe and protected in there. So the next reason why I chose my Camaro and why I love my Camaro is because it's my daily drive. So I know like it's not like the most fuel efficient car, like it's a V8 engine, so that's to be expected, but it's so much fun driving for even like 5 minutes. Like it is so much fun. I love getting in my car, the sound that it makes when I drive, when I shift, like all these different things in my car. It is just such a joy. It's so nice to just drive everywhere and people look and they're like, oh my god. Speaking of, that's another reason why I got my Camaro, because this one's kind of funny because I'm a small girl and it's funny seeing people's reactions, especially here in Miami, that they see like a 5'2" like petite little girl coming out of a mean looking car and they're like, what is this chick doing in a freaking Camaro? Especially driving, like people break their necks because you would think like a guy's driving a Camaro, right? So it's just a fun, shocking factor to people. And I guess the last reason why I chose my Camaro is because it's reliable. So Chevy in general, from what I've been told, according to my dad, Chevy is like reliable. Specifically the Camaros, like they're very durable, reliable cars, and like for any like repairs and stuff, I feel like it's doable. Like it's not the most expensive thing in the world. It feels very reliable. Like it's not just gonna like break down on me or anything like that. It obviously depends on like how well you take care of the car, but for me, being like a good safe driver, like it feels very reliable and I know that parts are accessible and all these different things. It's just a great thing overall. So those are the reasons why I bought my dream car, my Camaro Lt1. and why I feel so blessed to have it. I'm gonna be doing a car tour probably soon after this video goes out. I'm just waiting to put in like the spoiler with my dad, and then my car will be complete. I don't want to do a bunch of mods on it, but I want to have that in so then I can show you the whole car and stuff. That is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video.